What's up, guys? It's Thursday. I decided to start a weekend vlog a little early. I don't know why, I just felt like it. Alright, so in any case, let's see, it is already noon. I read some this morning, I worked out, I've been cleaning a little bit, like the kind of cleaning where you do a lot of cleaning and it doesn't look any cleaner, but it's necessary. All right, reading update. I'm trying to listen to Circe while I clean, which was kind of the catalyst for cleaning because I only have 3.5 days left on the audiobook through the library and I had it on hold for a couple weeks, so I don't want to lose it because I'll go back in line. So I'm trying to get done with it even though I'm only halfway through. We'll see how that happens. This morning I finished Mystic River by Dennis Lehane. I'll take my Band-Aid bookmark out. I gave it a 4-star. I knew who the main storyline killer was really early, like probably 20-ish% through, soon after the murder, that is. My son just dumped a bunch of garbage everywhere. All right, I'm back. He dumped all this stuff out because I've gone through the house and with like little Target bags and filled it with all the garbage, and he found one and pulled it off the table. In any case, and right when I paused, thunder, like really loud thunderclap happened. I wish I'd gotten it on film. It's like 60 degrees, 57 degrees right now, which is basically summertime in the Midwest. I have doors open, my windows are open. It's beautiful. All right, anyway, I guessed who the killer was super early. My motive was wrong, and I think that if the motive had been what I had anticipated, I could have appreciated it more. I will say that there was like a sideline story that I didn't see coming, but it was okay. I gave it 4 because I didn't feel at any point that I was struggling to finish it. I thought the writing was good. It was mostly clever. It is a product of its time, so there are some racial slurs and verbiage that at this point in our society are kind of dead, and thankfully so. So be aware of that. Obviously, there are trigger warnings for murder, like brutal murder, and child molestation, and abduction. There's a lot of stuff in here that if you don't normally tend towards thrillers because of those things, this isn't for you. Another one on the list to say I finished, which made it kind of, because that was my ebook, so my next ebook hold that came in. Right. He wanted in on the action. So Gerald's Game by Stephen King. I'm about 10% through. I read it this morning while he was napping. My daughter's at school. She spent the night at my in-laws because I wouldn't have the car this morning, so my father-in-law took her to school. So it's been a nice quiet morning. She'll be home in about an hour, I assume. So I got to read 10% of this. Definitely weird, even for Stephen King, because the beginning is literally just Gerald's game is that he likes to have power in the bedroom, and he has tied his wife up and she doesn't want to play the game, and he basically is about to rape his own wife when he has a heart attack. And now she's chained to a bed in the middle of a cabin, like in a cabin in the middle of the forest. That's where I'm at. So the thing that's funny about the hold coming in for Gerald's Game is that the next physical book that I picked up is Stephen King's Finders Keepers. I'm 6% through. I really only started it yesterday and didn't really get far into it because, again, I played God of War last night. So I don't have much to say about it except that it's kind of cool because the second chapter in this book, so the first chapter after the prologue, goes back to the beginning of the first book, Mr. Mercedes, but you're in a different character's perspective. So that's kind of neat. They're like unrelated characters, but it's at the same event. So that's kind of cool. Other than that, I don't know. I'm going to try and listen to Circe mostly today and read a little bit of, I guess, Gerald's Game, or I don't know what I'm going to do. I guess we'll see later. My daughter should be home in about an hour. Hopefully it'll be nap time for her and for the baby, and I'll get more reading done. But for now, I'm gonna do more cleaning and listen to more of Circe. I'll see you guys when I see you. when Melanie from Mel to the Any tells you a book is your brand. Fucking do it. Boom. Boom. Good morning. It is another cloudy, rainy day. Yesterday I was all here for it, but 2 days in a row affects my mood, affects everything. I also, since my baby turned 1, so like Monday night before he turned 1, he hasn't been sleeping. So it's finally caught up to me and I'm really, really tired right now. That said, let's get to the updates because I've got my workout done. Okay, so I've been up since 5, which means I got a lot done. I've done the dishes. Want to come here so I can help you? See this right here? Now it's open. Hi. Yesterday I got to part 8, I think, maybe 9 of 13 for the Cersei audiobook, which was my main goal, was to get a chunk of that done. I'm gonna do the same today because there's always a bunch of chores to do. That said, I got to 15% through Gerald's Game by Stephen King. Still don't have much to go off of. I'm trying to figure out if it's literally just gonna be her and the voices in her head, because that's what's happening now that this woman is handcuffed to a bed in the middle of nowhere and unable to get out. Is it just gonna be her fighting the 2 voices she hears in her head the whole time? Luckily it moves pretty fast. It looks like a thick book, but it's really, for Stephen King, it's really not that bad. I basically started this yesterday because I'd only read like the prologue the day before that, and I am pretty much really flying through Finders Keepers, also by Stephen King. As you remember from yesterday, I am somehow managed to align them both. This is the Bill Hodges trilogy, and we didn't actually get any Bill Hodges until about page 200, so that was fascinating. And yet I was still incredibly pulled into the story because you're seeing from 2 perspectives, one that happened in like 1978, which is basically the catalyst of the story, where there's a robbery and the things that are taken in that robbery are hidden, but then the guy goes to jail. And you fast forward to like 2010 when a different person finds the loot, I guess we'll call it. So you're kind of going back and forth, but now we're in like part 2 and Bill Hodges has come up and we'll see what happens from there. I don't know what else I can say without giving away the plot line, but that's basically as good a summation as I can give right now. As I did with Mr. Mercedes, I just kind of flew through that and loved it. It's the same with this. I'm not shocked. So that said, this morning I decided to also pick up, because I can't just read 1, 2, or 3 things at a time, Death Note Volume 4. Got about, what was it, like 20% through, give or take, this morning, drinking my coffee. I just decided to break up some of the novels with the graphic novel, well, manga, because it's easier to read these when I'm not holding a baby, and the morning is basically the only time I can guarantee that I don't have a baby on me, because he'll eat breakfast. So far, this is what I expected it to be. I really, really love the Death Note series, and I don't have much more to say about it than that, because we literally just started. So Light Yagami's plan is coming to fruition because he's super intelligent, and why wouldn't it? Am I right? But obviously something is going to happen, and Ryuzaki is going to somehow figure out the truth, because that's what happens. I'm going to wrap it up because he is being a pain. All right, well, that's all you got for right now because of the baby, so I will check in later. Bye! All right, this isn't a book unboxing, so I might not even use this footage, but hey, I'm excited, so let's see. It is my new protein powder. It's almost out, but I'm mostly excited about the flavor. Chocolate coconut. What? This place is awesome because the price is really low and you can get discounts by using the coupon vegan. So even if you're not really vegan, there you go. Quick update before I go shower and change, because it's only like 45 minutes past my last update. I forgot, because I did it on a whim last night, that I finally caved and joined Book of the Month Club. Now, I mostly tell Chelsea this, but I don't put it off because I don't really dig the way that they tag their covers, and I get that you're getting like a much cheaper edition in terms of cost, but I still am like, I don't like it. However, I watched Chelsea's Book of the Month book video that she owns, and when she put it the way she put it, which is that $15 for an adult hardcover is almost half price, and then you think $10 for any add-ons, don't you climb over that couch, you'll get hurt, buddy. You want to come here? $10 for any add-ons, which even if you get a YA hardback, you're saving like $8 or $9. So I joined. I'm not gonna tell you what I got. I got 2 books. I got 2 books because unless I'm really dumb, I think you can only add 1 add-on the first time. And also because I used a code from someone to give them credit as well, I got 1 free book, and I think that might have affected it. But anyway, I got 2 books, so when I get the box, I'll obviously unbox it. I'm excited about them. They're both books that I wanted but didn't want to pay the prices I've seen for them, because I'm on a like tighter budget, trying not to buy a lot of books. I've been pretty good about it this year compared to last year. My main goal was to like not go on Book Outlet and buy tons of books for cheap just because. That was one of my biggest problems, is I'd go on and spend like $35 to $40 to get the free shipping and not really need all of them, and like that was one of my biggest goals, was to cut that back. And it's mid-March and I haven't placed a single bulk order like that, just pre-orders and or now this Book of the Month Club. But I think it's worth it for $15 a month, right? You can't beat that. In any case, that's my update. I'm gonna go shower and put some laundry away and do some fun adulty things. Oh, also, I'm a lot further in Cersei than I thought. I'm halfway through part 10, so I might be able to finish it today. I just have to finish it by Sunday, I think, before it goes back to the library. Okay, that's it, bye. What's up, guys? It is, what day is it? It's Saturday, which is the, I don't know, the 16th or something of that nature. Here's my update. Saturdays are my hardest days because my oldest is home. My youngest, or not my youngest, my middle and him pick at each other all day, and it makes for a very, very long day. So I don't know if I'll get a whole lot of reading done, but I will see what happens. I'm just over halfway through Finders Keepers. I only read about 80 or so pages yesterday, which is still really good, but I didn't have it in me. I'm loving it though. I'm glad that Bill Hodges has finally made his appearance, because it's gonna start connecting the storylines together, which will be interesting to see how they will connect. I don't know how. You'd have to be really, really intelligent to connect something that happened in 1978 to something that's happening actively in the mid 2010s. So I've got that. We desperately needed to be here. Look, do you see yourself? Are you cute? You're all right. You're all right. You just wanted to come over here so you can get down. I don't want you to do that. All right. Death Note. I've only read it in the morning when I'm drinking my coffee the past 2 days, so I'm like... I'm like 40% through Death Note, and something big just happened, but I'm not entirely convinced it really happened. There's still 2.5 volumes to go, obviously, so I'm fascinated to see if my gut instinct is correct in that. And I'm about done with Cersei. I've got probably 15 minutes left of the audiobook. All right, I'm almost done with Cersei. I've got about 15 minutes left of the audiobook, and that's at 2 times speed. So I was further than I thought yesterday, which is good, which means that I can listen to it a little bit while I am folding laundry later. And it's just as good as I remember it, obviously. It was my favorite book of last year. And then lastly, Gerald's Game, I'm 20% through. It's weird. Like, even for Stephen King, it's weird. Because the whole concept of the whole plot taking place with this woman tied to the bed leaves very little events to happen. And the ones... Ow. I just gave myself a paper cut. The ones that do happen are very, very strange and hard to do. Like, not hard to do, hard to read. That's my update. I'll give you more later. My baby is making a lot of noise with some cooking bowls and stuff, so I'm gonna dip. I will see you guys in the next update. Bye! Finny bin. Excuse me. Boo! What are you doing in there? You gonna escape? All right, I haven't really read this morning because what did I do this morning instead? Oh, I got ready to film videos, and I filmed videos, so I'll eventually have my February wrap up soon, even though it's March 17th. And I filmed a couple other videos, some TBRs and some stuff, so I'm excited to have a little backlog of things to edit and get up. I am about halfway through Death Note Volume 4. I am like 30 or so % through Gerald's Game, and I didn't read Finders Keepers at all yesterday just because, as I guessed yesterday morning, it was a busy day, spent mostly with my kids, so I didn't really have a whole lot of downtime. That's about it. Still didn't sleep well, so my makeup makes it look like I'm less tired than I am. We're going to my mom's later tonight to celebrate Finn's 1-year birthday that happened this past week, so I won't be home to read. Yeah, speaking of. And if he takes a nap before we go, I'm probably gonna play some video games. My husband's playing Neo right now, but I want to wrap up God of War. The game is epically long, which is great, but or I'll read, because for whatever reason my baby does not look very tired. In any case, that's it for me right now. I'll see you guys when I see you. I just wanted a catalog that I've been missing my glasses for like...
Hello, I lost my glasses.
Yeah, we need to find yours now. Always someone missing glasses. I lost my reading glasses like 2 weeks ago. My husband just found them. And now my son's like all the time glasses are missing. Always something in this house, always. It's Monday the 18th. I'm doing my final little wrap up from the weekend. I'm talking very quietly because my baby is asleep like 4 feet away from me. I just got my workout in. I need to eat breakfast, but it would be very loud. So here's my update. I am like 60-something% through Death Note Volume 4. It's Death Note, so I'm enjoying it. It's getting a little repetitive, but like, we'll see what happens. I also really don't like the way that one of the main characters is treating his girlfriend. I guess we'll see what happens. I kind of hope she rebels against it. In any case, I am a third of the way through Gerald's Game by Stephen King. It is not my favorite so far. Currently like a solid 3 3.5 star. Just kind of a boring premise to me to have one woman fighting her own brain tied to a bed alone. But we'll see what happens. Lastly, I'm still reading. I don't want to reach for it. It's over off camera this way. Finders Keepers. I didn't read it at all yesterday, so there's really no update for it. But I'm really enjoying it. I just didn't have time because yesterday was a busy day. You'll see in the footage, obviously. I was at my mom's house with my sister and brother and my sister's kids until like 8 p.m. So when I got home, I played God of War and finished the campaign for anyone who cares. It's a great game. Also, fun fact, while I was at my mom's, she's getting ready to sell the house that we grew up in, which is really sad. But I went downstairs in the basement because she got the basement retiled, so I wanted to look at it because they used to be my bedroom. And we went into the back like storage area, and there were a few books there, and some of them were mine from a very long time ago. And look what I got there. I got Uglies and Pretties by Scott Westerfield. Like, I've seen it talked about so much on Booktube, and apparently I owned it and never read it as a teenager. So 2005, which means I was still in high school. So yeah, I mean, maybe I'll get to them at some point. So I took them. And we'll see what happens. That's my wrap up. I don't have much more to say. I hope you guys are doing well. Happy start of the new week. You know the drill. Like if you've liked this video, subscribe if you're new here and want to see more content from me. I should have my wrap-ups coming up soon and some other video content, my TBRs for April. We're closing out March already, man. 12 days, something like that. All my social media will be linked down below. So my book of the month referral link, because I have that now. So if you're ever considering, that'd be cool to use that referral link. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.